Hello students, welcome to this English EduSat teleteach program. Today we will be discussing how you can answer to the questions which will be set from grammar book, right. So, my dear students, you know you can get questions in the objective paper 1 for answering 10 questions from grammar. Before going to discuss grammar, let us discuss first how the questions will be set, how you will get questions from grammar section. So, my dear students, as you know, we have 50 questions and you are supposed to answer 50 questions for 50 marks. Each question carries 1 mark, right, and 50 multiple choice type questions, and from grammar you have 10, right, you have 10 chapters, and you can get one question from each chapter as MCQ questions, 10 questions, and then you can also get 5 questions from prose texts. You know you have 5 topics in prose section. So, you can get 5 questions from language usage or grammar questions and 10 questions from your grammar book, right. This is about the distribution of marks and specially allotted for grammar, right. So, first chapter tense revisited. Let us recap what we have already discussed. We discussed in the previous sessions. Let us devote 1 or 2 minutes. The first chapter is tense revisited, tense and time. As you know, time is continuous and unending. Tense is a grammatical term. We have 3 times what we do or what we are doing now, that is now, and after what we will do, that is future, and what has already taken place, what happened before now, that is past, right. But in grammar we have 3 tenses, we have 2 tenses, one is present and past tense. We use these 2 tenses to talk about present time, past time and future time, right. We have already discussed all these things. So, you just see present tense. As you know, we have 4 forms: present simple, present progressive, present perfect and present perfect progressive, right. Simple form means the base form, progressive be verb plus ing, is, am, are plus verb plus ing, perfect has or have plus third form of the verb, perfect progressive with combination of both progressive and perfect. I have been going, that means have is there, been is there, and going, I have been listening, it has been training, it has been raining, like this, right. Then past tense, you know exactly, there are 4 forms like the present tense: past simple, past progressive, past perfect progressive, right. So, now you see you are supposed to get MCQ questions, 10 questions, and 1 or 2 questions from the tense chapter, tense revisited chapter. This is very important. Let us discuss some sample questions, because we have already discussed the principles of grammar for tense and time. Let us see some sample questions, very quickly we will go, so that at the time of discussing some MCQ questions which are supposed to come in your examination, you can also know the principles. Let us start. You see, number 1, the Ganga, the river Ganga dash in the Himalayas. The options are like this: rise, rises, is rising, will rise, and you know the correct answer is definitely rises, because the Ganga is the 3rd person singular number, and again Ganga rises means this talks about the what we say universal truth, right. So, for scientific truth, for universal truth, for mathematical truth, we can use present simple form, and this is the present simple form rise, and because rises, Ganga is the 3rd person singular number, right. And the second question is the Prime Minister dash the seminar next week, right. The options are, you see, inaugurate, inaugurating, inaugurates, will inaugurate, right. Once again, inaugurate, is inaugurating, inaugurates, will inaugurate, and this is a government or official program. That is why when there is a government or official program which has been fixed by the government or any office, then we use present simple form, then the answer is definitely inaugurates. So, the Prime Minister inaugurates the seminar next week. You see, this is the future time, it talks about the future time, the action will take place in future, but we use present simple form, right. Number 3, the train dash before they reach the station. So, the options are C, has left, had been left, has been left. And we have also discussed when there are two past events, one is earlier, another is later. जेतेबेले दुईटा पास्ट इवेंट थिबो गोटे सेंटेंस रे अतीत घटना थिबो जोटा आग घटी थिबो ता पय आमे पास्ट परफेक्ट लगेबा हार्ड लगेकी लगेबा आ एठी आमे हार्ड बीन लगेले एटा पैसिव टाइप रो होइजिवो तनो आमे एठी कोन लिखिबा हार्ड प्लस वर्ब थर्ड फॉर्म राइट. सो द करेक्ट आंसर इज नाउ यू सी हार्ड लेफ्ट. सो द ट्रेन हार्ड लेफ्ट बिफोर दे रीच द स्टेशन. से माने पहुंचीबा पूर्वरु ट्रेन टा पळे जाइतिला ताले ट्रेन जिबा कामटा आग पहुँचवाटा पछरे. तेणु जितेबाला गोटे सेंटेंस रे व्हेन वी हैव टू इवेंट्स दुईटा घटना जितेबाला घटी जोटा आग घटी तापे हार्ड लेफ्ट जोटा पछरे घटी तापे पास्ट सिंपल. यू सी राइट. सो दे रीच्ड हियर दिस इज पास्ट सिंपल राइट. दिस इज पास्ट सिंपल and this is past perfect right. Right. So, let us go to the next question. Question number 4. He was very tired. He dashed in the garden. This is very important question. There is a technique in it. When the first sentence here is in past tense, simple past, he was very tired, right. Then the second sentence you just see the options, then we will discuss works, worked, was working, had been working. That means the correct answer is had been working. If in case in place of was, suppose we write right here he is, if I change the form of the verb here, then you can use he has been. You just see if it is, then you can see he has been right. So, this is difference. Please remember he was very tired, so he had been working. He is very tired, he has been working. This is has right. Very good. Let us go to the next question. So, oil dashes on water right. The options are float, floats, will float and is floating, and the correct answer is floats. This is also scientific truth. तेल भासीबा एटा गोटे साइंटिफिक ट्रुथ. तेल गोटे जिनस आमे जदि पकेबा ताकू पानी रे इट फ्लोट्स. दैट्स व्हाई व्हेन देयर इज साइंटिफिक ट्रुथ, देयर इज यूनिवर्सल ट्रुथ, देयर इज मैथमेटिकल ट्रुथ, वी कैन यूज द सिंपल प्रेजेंट फॉर्म राइट. Sarita dash our homework since 5 o'clock right. So, this is you just see you can get one question like this. When there is since or for, since means from 5 o'clock, for means for a duration, then it is better to use. Let us see right. Let us see the options. Sarita does, Sarita is doing, Sarita has done, Sarita has been doing, and the correct answer is has been doing right. So, present perfect form has been doing is the correct answer right. Let us go to the next question. Leave that, I dash for you. Sudden, when someone takes decision suddenly, then let us see the options and we will get the answer. The option is carry, will be carrying, I am carrying right. So, leave that and the correct answer is will carry. पिले माने एटा मन रखिथा जेतले हठात जने डिसीजन नबो टिके भाई एटा छाडी दे मु तो पई काम कर दोछ रह टिके मु जिबी तो संगे. This type of sentence we can use will. Otherwise, if we have already planned, then I can use I am. ମୁଁ ଯଦି କହିବି tomorrow I am going to Bhubaneswar, that means I have already planned. But if you take a decision immediately, then it is better to use will right. Let us go to the next question. I dashed my uncle last evening. So, look at the options. Met, have met, had met, is meeting. Now, you look at the answer met. And my dear students, you just see when there is a past marker, this is very important. तमे जेकोसी भविष्य रे भी कोनोसी एंट्रांस रे तुम ये भाया प्रश्न पाइपर गोटे पास्ट मार्कर जदि अच्छी एडवर्ब अच्छी येस्टरडे लास्ट नाइट लास्ट इवनिंग इन एते in the year 2020 whatever it may be, if there is a past marker then you must use past simple form. This is the correct answer, right? So let's go to the next question, right? My son dash always dash cricket and the options are is playing, has been playing, has played, plays, and the correct answer is playing. एठी भी टिके सूत्रटा मन रख पिले जे जड़े जितेबले कौन सी जिनस कहूँ सी खुशी नुह डिससाटिस्फाइड सेतेबले से गोटे लोकर अभ्यास पाई प्रेजेंट प्रोग्रेसिव व्यवहार करियो। मुझे कहबी मो पुओटा सब बेले पढ़ुची पढ़ाटा भल काम हो पारे बट आई डोंट लाइक दिस दैट्स व्हाई आई एम नॉट सैटिस्फाइड विथ हिज एक्शन दैट्स व्हाई ओ माय सन इज ऑलवेज रीडिंग हिज बुक्स, राइट? एग्जैक्टली माय सन इज प्लेइंग, माय सन इज ऑलवेज प्लेइंग क्रिकेट, right? And here the speaker is not happy, is not satisfied with the action, right? Then let's go to the next question, question number 10. When I dash TV somebody called me. दीटा काम गोटे सेंटेंस रे दीटा काम जदि आगो गोटे काम होईची ताहले सेटा पास्ट परफेक्ट पछरे जदि होईची लेटर एक्शन पास्ट सिंपल। जदि एट द सेम टाइम घटुची गोटे काम चलीथिला बेले आ गोटे काम घटुची जड़े कहूला बेले आउ जड़े आसला खेलुला बेले जड़े पहुँचला इन दैट केस वी कैन यूज प्रेजेंट प्रोग्रेसिव। यूज लुक एट द ऑप्शंस फर्स्ट watched, had watched, was watching, have been watching. So when the answer is I was watching, when I was watching television somebody called me. So the work was going on, the work was in progress and someone immediately arrived or called, right? And next question, question number 11, there are black clouds in the sky, it does soon. So when there is indication किछि गोटे जदि एविडेंस अच्छी जना पड़ुची कौन घटिबो जड़े लोक दौड़ चलुची he lost his balance पड़ी जीवो then he is going to fall down just like let's see the options then you can get the answer. Options will rain, is raining, will be raining, is going to rain. So there are black clouds in the sky, it does soon and the correct answer is going to rain, right? Remember this, whenever there is an internal or external evidence then you can use present progressive form. So कलाहांडिया मेघ घोटे देछि तमे होजारे वर्षा हे जिवो इन दैट केस इट इज गोइंग टू कुकुरटा जनक गोटे पिला पछरे गोडौछि तमे भाबछो ओ ही इज गोइंग टू द डॉग इज गोइंग टू बाइट द चाइल्ड, राइट? नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन नंबर 12, द लाइफस्टाइल ऑफ द पीपल डैश वेरी फास्ट, राइट? सो द ऑप्शंस change, is changing, has changed and changes and the correct answer is changing. You see when there is a change, right, gradual change, the lifestyle of the people is changing gradually or very fast, हठात change हो गला कि gradually, in that case it is better to use progressive form, right? Let's go to the next question, question number 13. He usually goes to school on his bicycle, but today he does there on foot. There are two actions. One is permanent action, habitual action. Usually goes to school, सबु बेले साधारणतः से जाए, but आजी से जाऊची. Now you see the options and then you can find the answer. Goes, go, is going, has been watching. That is has been going, right? Goes, go, is going and has been going, right? And the correct answer is going. So today he is going there on foot, right? And next question, the weather dash warmer or warmer. You see the options get, is getting, will get, and the correct answer is option B is getting, right? The weather is getting warmer and warmer, right? And the next question, again this is also change. The next question, I dash to Kotak tomorrow to attend meeting. Option go, will be going, am going, right? And the correct answer is am going, because this is personal plan. आमे जतले निजे गोटे प्लान करिबा फ्यूचर एक्शन पे सेतबेले प्रोग्रेसिव व्यवहार करबा be verb plus ing, right. I am going to Cuttack, we are watching or we are going on a picnic tomorrow. This is our personal plan, group plan, right, but for official plan, for government plan, we should use present simple, right. And they dash for 2 hours when their car broke down, right. The options are drove, have driven, had driven, had been driving, and the correct answer is had been driving. That means they dash for, they had been driving for 2 hours, their car broke down. ता पूर्व मु गोटे कहिछि जे you were tired, right, or he was tired. जदि गोटे अछि past माने had been, जदि present I am tired, you see I am tired, I have been working in the garden. Okay, and this is about some sample questions of tense. Next we will discuss subject verb agreement. So now you see some MCQ sample questions for subject verb agreement, right. Question number 1, 50 kilometers dash not long distance in these days of rapid travel. So my dear students, in this section, in this chapter, we will discuss some questions, and I have also given you the principles, right, and you can find the principles why this is like this, right. So now you look at the options. A is, B, are, have, where, and the correct answer is. So 50 kilometers is not a long. So you have, you see, you have kilometers, but the verb is singular verb, right. So you just see, you have kilometers, s is there, but verb is singular, because why it happens? Now you look at the principle. When a plural number applies to a distance, time, weight or amount of money and represents a single figure or quantity, it is treated as singular. 5 rupee note, not I can say 5 rupees, 100 rupees is not a big amount, right. 2000 rupees is not a big amount. We cannot say 2000 rupees are लगेबा नहीं, आम इज लगेबा कहीं ना 2000 rupees गोटे निर्दिष्ट अमाउंट. So for distance, time, weights, amounts of money, we can use singular verb for plural noun, right. Let us go to the next one. Truth and honesty dash the best policy. You look at the options. Option A, are, option B, where, option C, have, option D, is, and you look at the answer. The correct answer is, option D. So truth and honesty, two things, you see two things, but what happens? Two things, there is and, but what happens? These two things, they are taken together as one unit, and now you see the principle, right. If two nouns joined and by and regarded as a single object or notion, what is this? Dita ko gote idea rohibo. Tale truth and honesty. Rice and curry is my favorite food, not favorite, favorite food, right. Okay. So let us go to the next question. The committee dash divided on this issue, right, and now you see the options. Option A, had, B, where, C, have, D, is, and now you see the correct answer, where, right. Why where? You just see, this is individual difference, right. This is individual difference. If the committee, the members of a committee, they take a single decision unanimously, समस्ते मिसिकी गोटे निष्पत्ति नेबे, ताले कमिटीटा बहुत लोक थिले मध्य सेठी आमे इच लगेया सिंगुलर, किंतु एठी कोन हेछि ना एठी से माने निष्पत्तिटा अलगा अलगा हो जाइछि. तेणु द करेक्ट आंसर इज, यू सी, वेयर द कमिटी वेयर डिवाइडेड ऑन दिस इश्यू. Individual members, they were separated, right. Let us go to the next question, right. Sorry, the principle, look at the principle. A collective noun in the singular may take the verb in the singular if the speaker thinks of the thing as a singular whole. If individual members of the collective noun are considered, the collective noun can take a plural verb. जदि कमिटी समस्ते मिसिक गोटाए डिसीजन नेबे ताले सिंगुलर जदि अलगा अलगा हो गले डिसीजन नहीं पारलेनी देन प्लुराल वर्ब लागिबो राइट। सो लेट्स गो टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन द पुलिस डज नॉट मेड एनी अरेस्ट। सो माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स लुक एट द ऑप्शंस मु जेते सैंपल क्वेश्चन सिलेक्ट करके देइछि प्राय जो गुड़िक पॉसिबल क्वेश्चंस you can get questions from these questions right. Most of the questions are very important. So previous question को देखिकी एवं को भली क्वेश्चन पढ़िबा दरकार को प्रिंसिपल गुडा को important basing on the important principles I have selected some questions. My dear students these are sample questions you may get such type of questions right. Okay. Then the option A is, B is are, C is where and D is have and you look at the correct answer the police have. Police is always plural right because the principle is just see some nouns like police, people, poultry, cattle, the cattle are grazing not each means all the policemen जदि आमे कहिबा policeman the policeman is standing जदि गोटे लगे देले द पुलिसमैन ताहले इज लागिला किंतु द पुलिस मीन्स मेनी पुलिस पीपल राइट। लेट्स गो टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन ईच ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स डैश गिवन ए प्राइज एंड द ऑप्शंस आर वाच वेयर आर हैव एंड नाउ यू सी द करेक्ट आंसर इज ईच ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स मीन्स इंडिविजुअल एवरीवन and the verb is singular right. Then question the principle each of one of etc. take the singular verbs. Next question the Vice President of India and Chairman of Rajya Sabha has given his consent to the bill right. Now you look at the options the option A is was, B is, C has and D have and the correct answer is has right. So the Vice President of India and Rajya Sabha has given his consent to the bill right. Question number 7 the Vice President of India and the Chancellor of the University dash invited to the convocation right and the options are is, B was, C were and D has been. Now you see the right answer is where. So you see the Vice President of India and Chairman here the Vice President of India and the Chancellor only difference is you just remember this is very important you can get the article the here but you cannot get the article the here this is the difference. जदि दीटे लगी ताले दुई जन लोक जदि दी लगिनी ताले जने लोक तेणु सिंगुलर नब ये एटा सिंगुलर राइट एंड जेहेतु ये दी लगी तेणु भाइस प्रेसिडेंट जड़े एंड चांसेलर आउ जड़े दैट्स व्हाई द वर्ब इज प्लुरल वर्ब राइट. सो लेट्स गो टू द नेक्स्ट प्रिंसिपल व्हेन एंड कनेक्ट्स टू टाइटल्स और डेजिग्नेशंस ऑफ सम पर्सन द वर्ब इज सिंगुलर रेफर्ड टू पर्सन्स और रेफर टू आर डिफरेंट द वर्ब इज प्लुरल. जदि दी जन लोक माने रेफर करूथिबो ताले प्लुरल जदि जन को रेफर करूथिबो ताले सिंगुलर. केमती जानिमा ओनली द ट्रिक इज हियर जदि दीटे लागिछि ताले दी जन लोक जदि दी लागिनी ताले जने लोक राइट. लेट्स गो टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन 2/3 of the acid dash evaporated. So now look at the options are where has have right and the correct answer is right has. So why has? When there is a fraction you just see the next question 2/3 of the apples and you see is was are has and the correct answer is are. बोले एठी टिके ट्रिक अछि देखो एठी 2/3 अछि एठी 2/3 अछि एठी किंतु सिंगुलर नेला एठी किंतु प्लुरल नेला काहेकि नेला ना एठी अछि सिंगुलर एसिड नॉन काउंट अनकाउंटेबल नाउन एठी अछि काउंटेबल एंड प्लुरल. जेतेबेले फ्रैक्शन लागिथियो नाउ यू सी द प्रिंसिपल if the subject begins with the fraction the verb agrees with the noun that follows the fraction right. এই ভর্ব जोटा आकु फॉलो करुची ता परे बसुची फ्रैक्शन परे ए भग्नांश परे जोटा बसुची ना एई नाउन ही ताकु डिटरमिन करिवो बाछिवो जे एटा सिंगुलर कि प्लुराल राइट। लेट्स गो टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन व्हाट ही डज दिस डेज डैश नॉट कंसर्न मी। नाउ यू लुक एट द ऑप्शंस ए डू बी डज सी हैव डी हैज right and the correct answer is does right। The principle is if the subject of a sentence is a clause the verb is always singular। You see what he does these days right, what he does these days this is a clause and if the beginning of the sentence is a clause then the verb is singular। So, my dear students, we discussed some sample questions from 2 chapters of grammar and you can prepare yourself like this. So, I sincerely advise you please do all the exercises of grammar book and read the examples, then easily you can answer all the questions for 15 marks, 10 marks from the grammar book and 5 marks from the prose textbook right. Thank you very much. See you in the next session.